Oh, 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 oh. Hello, lovely beings. Welcome to SEE Blissfully-lit Podcast. I'm your host, Sammy White. And today we have a solo recording, just me, myself, and I, sharing with all of you this lovely day, this lovely energy of this nearly summer day. We are rich in springtime here in Indiana and had rain all morning. We've had sunshine all week. And as usual, the weather likes to move and shift just like the emotions. And I think this brings up a really good topic. So, over the last few months, I have been plotting a move to California. I explored there last year and fell in love. I really, really love it out there. And I would guess that most people who live there, a lot of people who have visited also love it because it's a really special place. So in my planning and deciding where I want to be, what I want to do, and how I'll secure the income to live out there comfortably. I went through different trials and tribulations, different opportunities that didn't work out. And I learned a lot about myself in the process. And gosh, I think I am exactly where I'm supposed to be because of part of that process of processing old held emotions from perhaps childhood, perhaps a younger self version of self, or some other time. And that's kind of the beauty of doing self-work and really getting more in tune with yourself, getting to know yourself. You start to recognize these subconscious links that you weren't so aware of before. So I got disappointed at the end of May because I had a job lined up and actually went out to look at homes and look at a space to live in. I had a few options picked out, and I was following up with my employer, and they decided that the tax implications were just a little too risky for them, and they didn't want to pursue the position. So, I mean, I'm very understanding of that. It's your life, and that's your own risk management. So I was understanding of their reasoning for, canceling. But that doesn't change the disappointment of having an actual date, going out there, looking, choosing a place to live, and returning home to Indiana and not moving. I had packed up a good portion of my stuff and was ready to pack the rest up and move within a week and a half. So everything shifted, and I've been able to appreciate this moment and extra time with loved ones and friends who are here. And it's really made me slow down. It's forced me to slow down because you can drive and you can drive, you can push and you can will and you can make things happen. And all that's great. It's amazing to have results. Uh, but sometimes when we don't stop to smell the roses, we kind of get lost in translation. And I was forced to stop and smell the roses. And boy, did I unlock this old, hidden, dark part of myself. And it's not really fun to face. I'm not saying that this is fun and this is light. It's not. Uh, Golly. I had a friend recommend a Reichian therapist to me, and I went to see her. Well, we met virtually on Saturday, and we did some breath work, some body work, mostly breath work, and uncovered this. How would I describe it? This kind of dark, deep, dark sadness and longing and fear of being alone. And I don't know if anyone relates to that, but it was very profound emotionally. And I was bawling, like I was dirty crying. I was drooling, spitting mucus, like just crying my eyes out during this session and being reminded to breathe. And I just breathed through it. I breathed through it, breathed through it. And at the end, I felt free. No, it's not fully worked through. Uh, we've talked about it. I have actually been to a talk therapist since then too. I see her regularly. Um, and I've been working through it on my own with journaling and reflection and changing my reaction and my like default thoughts to different situations. It's really brought a lot to light for me. And what I'm really recognizing is this patterning of low self-worth and doubt in myself. And people who know me now are like, what? But you just never know what's underneath the layers when you start digging them up. So why am I sharing this with you? Uh, why am I sharing this with you? I just I want to encourage you to be patient with yourself, be kind, and when scary things come up, don't be afraid to face them. And it's okay to be scared. It's okay to not want to do it. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to cry and express. Um, but don't live in it and don't let it run your life. There are so many opportunities for help out there, and if you're not sure where to start, you can always reach out. I would gladly direct you to some amazing sites, and I mean, there are 24-hour hotlines that you can always start with. Um, it's amazing to have a support system. It's amazing to have friends who really see my truest qualities because they've helped me to uncover this darkness that I held about myself. And I've been able to face it and start working on that self-talk. Um, yeah. And guess what? It feels good. It feels good. My therapist told me that crying, as long as you're not like, as long as you're not like crying all the time and, you know, intentionally bringing up bad memories because you want to cry, it can be really good and it can be healing and it releases certain hormones that help the body in recovery. So If you're ever like in a moment that you feel like you want to cry, but you want to push it down, just let it out. It can be good for you. And apparently it helps with youth. I don't really know about that, but hey, why not? Uh, yeah. So there's an interesting topic for you this week. I hope you've been enjoying the interviews. I have many lined up, many recordings in place, many interviews set up of other incredible beings that are just living their authentic lives, sharing their deepest challenges of journeys and their most incredible accomplishments. And I look forward to sharing those with you more. This upcoming week, we have an amazing, amazing being who is actually married to one of my close friends. And he shares that he's actually at the start of his journey and just developing this self realization and the self discovery. And it's an incredible, incredible interview. I would like to discuss one thing with you. I've been reading this lovely book called Be Yourself, The Art of Relaxation by Israel Regardi, I'm guessing. In this section, he says, oxygen is life, and it promotes life. If you breathe with but one half or less of your full lung capacity, how can you be well or dynamic? How can you be yourself? Under the stimulus of relaxation, the instinctual energy latent in cells themselves enable the cells to respond to their innate pattern, and thus stimulate the entire lung as an organ to renewed activity. Every cell thus becomes exposed to the incoming oxygen and is stimulated to throw off the residual carbon dioxide. Thus, new oxygen is passed into the bloodstream in larger quantities. This reacts upon the pulsing of the heart. The heart pumps the blood through the arterial system more vigorously only when the blood is not being adequately oxidized. With this proper oxidation, deep breath, the heart works without strain. It automatically relaxes. A similar effect is exerted on the muscular walls of the arteries, the veins, and the other blood vessels. Since the blood carrying oxygen goes to every part of the body, no matter how remote, we can see that this relaxation mechanism produces an indirect effect upon the most distant cell and upon the furthest nerve and body tissue. That is why I ask that you watch how you inhale and exhale. Your lungs respond at once to these subtle changes that occur within your mind. The lungs affect your entire body by reflex action. Hence, what do you think produced some change at once within your body? I just wanted to share that section with you because I'm recognizing even more impact of the breath and doing these different therapies. And I I believe I've shared before that I teach yoga and instruct asana, and breath is a huge part of the asana work. The pranayama. Breath also can guide meditation and help bring a lot of clarity into your life. With all of that being said, let's do a fun little activity. It's not going to be anything too deep, but if you're driving, continue driving or pull over if you want to do the activity. Pause, do the activity later. Do not do this breath work while you're driving or operating machinery. So I'd like to invite you to close your eyes and just recognize where you're breathing. How deep is your breath? Is it shallow, just lifting of the chest? Is it deep in the belly? Does it expand all the way down to the pelvis, up through the chest? How deep is your breath? Do you hold at the inhale? Do you hold at the exhale? Do you only breathe in partially and breathe out partially? Feel the breath. Without judgment, just recognize your habit of breathing. As you start to recognize, I want you to try to control the breath. Bring the breath into the belly. Let the lungs expand to full capacity. Inhale, 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 and hold. Feeling your chest rise, your shoulders might open. And sigh it out through your mouth. Feel the chest fall. Feel the belly deflate. Feel the lungs fully deflate. Just when you think it's empty, blow it out a little more. Begin inhaling again. Fill the lungs to full capacity. Feel as they fill fuller than they've ever felt all day long. Hold at your inhale. Breathe in a little more. Sigh it all out. Take your time with the exhale. Just sigh it out. Do this again, filling the lungs to full capacity. Deeply inhaling, feeling the chest rise, feeling the lungs fill up more than they ever have, more than you've ever felt before. Hold at that inhale. Inhale a little bit more. Hold it. Sigh it all out. And allow your breath to regulate. Let the breath get back into a natural rhythm. Notice how that rhythm feels. Is it the same as before? How has it changed? Is the breath deeper? Do you feel any areas of tenderness? Explore the tenderness. Explore any sensations. Recognize that you are safe here now. That your breath is fueling your body with fresh, loving energy. All of your cells are revived by this breath with each inhale and each exhale. As you're ready, slowly open your eyes with a big, big smile on your face. And sit with this peace, with this stillness, with this safety. If other sensations have come up, continue breathing. Continue relaxing. Perhaps grab a journal. Maybe play your favorite song. Go for a walk. Embrace your being, knowing that you are enough every moment of every day. No matter what you're experiencing, no matter what you bring to the situation, to the conversation, to the relationship, you're beautiful in every way. Thank you for joining. As always, stay blissfully lit, you immaculate beings. Peace be with you.